Let's go left to right.
All right. How's it going, everybody? I'm Jamal, or Anthony, whatever you want to call me. I play bass, keyboards, and I do backing vocals as well.
My name's Dorothy. I'm the vocalist.
I'm DJ Kraus. I'm lead guitarist.
I'm the not so good guitarist.
That's a lie.
I play the rhythm guitar and I move around.
And he can also play leads.
I can.
Okay, well, we started back in 2014. It was just me and our first singer, and we got together and wrote our first EP that we released back in 2014 or 2015. And then we went through a couple of different member changes. DJ came in the band, and we got our second singer and our old rhythm guitarist and our drummer. And then we started playing shows 2017, played about 3 shows, and then our rhythm guitarist left, and then our singer left also. And so it was just me, DJ, and our other rhythm guitarist I'm a drummer for a while. And then we found Dean in September 2017, and he joined us, and it was awesome. And then, even though she talked to us through Craigslist, I decided to have Dorothy come out and audition with us, and she was the very first Craigslist experience I had that didn't make me want to go hide in a river somewhere. And, our drummer is not currently in the band right now, but she will be back soon. And this is pretty much a lineup since about November 2017. We played...
God, that's terrifying. I don't know. Who wrote the music, Anthony?
God. God wrote it all.
Zeus got some tasty licks.
Well, it started out as just a name, but as I wrote the EP and the album, it just turned into one whole kind of story concept. They both end up being concept EPs and concept albums. And then the album we're working on right now is a concept album about the 7 deadly sins. There's 7 songs for each sin, and in between that there's an opening song and then a closing song.
Dang it, okay. Wow, put me on the spot. Gainesville scene's really cool. There's a bunch of pretty good bands. He's wearing one, Nibiru, they're really awesome. I honestly wish the Gainesville scene was a little bit more focused towards metal. There's a lot more rock in this area. There's Jacksonville's a little bit more intense. But no, I love the music that comes out of this town. It's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Dean. There's definitely a lot of room and opportunity around here. Not just with the metal scene, but even just you said, rock, punk,
there's a lot
jazz,
of
and there's country, of course, there's Florida and South America. But yeah, all these bands around here are just terrific. We all support one another as well.
Yeah, I think with the Gainesville music scene, I don't think I've met a single person in the Gainesville music scene who I thought was unsupportive or anything. Everyone's really good about supporting other bands, and everyone is really complimentary after sets, and so that's really nice. So it doesn't have, there's no cutthroat attitude toward anybody, so it's a pretty inclusive scene. And
real cool. There's a good concentration of old heads here, and they really care for and mentor the younger bands or the newer bands like us and Illusion, whatever. The old head was oh, this is real metal, and this is how you need to do it, and you young kids don't know nothing. They're just hey, that's really cool, and that's really different from what I do. I want to see y'all play. I want to play with y'all. It's really nice. I want to experience that and see what that's like. And they kind of mentor us without kind of intentionally mentoring us, but they just really care for us and bring us up and give us the in and outs and tell us what to do and what not to do and stuff like that. So for me, it's kind of cool. As soon as I get past the fact that I tell someone in the band that everyone thinks I play reggae, then it's kind of a cool conversation.
I was at a bar one time, and some person comes up to me and is like, "You look really familiar," and I'm like, "What?" You don't look familiar at all. And then he's so we're going through things, trying to figure out where he knows me. And he came to a Soul Survival show and recognized me from off stage, but I think without the makeup, I just kind of looked familiar. For me, it's really nice because it kind of gives me like really different perspective. Like being in the band gives me a very different perspective. I'm here as a graduate student, and so people are pretty stuffy. And I play metal because I think it's very different from the typical stereotypes for graduate students. So it's kind of, I don't know, I like that aspect of it, and
It's definitely cool.
Yeah, and it's so much fun just coming here, and we all get along really well.
How is it being a local artist, DJ?
I love it. Kind of like how Dorothy was saying, in your everyday life, you get to be someone else. But once you get on stage, it's just like your personality switches, and it's just relaxing. It's like therapeutic. Like you just let go completely, and you don't have to worry about anything, anyone judging you, anything. You just be you, and just, you know, if you're pissed off that day, and you just want to let all that anger out, you can let your anger out, and no one's gonna be like, oh, that guy's, what is he doing? I mean, maybe, but
They'll love it.
they'll still love it, yeah.
I am the producer of a record label. I help manage a convenience store, but besides that, I am just music. I don't get a lot of dopamine and serotonin from regular everyday life, and this is just one of those things that just does it.
Well, you have like the coolest house too.
It's a nice house. I love
You
it.
definitely
It's a
have a
recording
nice
studio. It's awesome. My room is a recording studio. Literally just guitars, drums,
Amplifiers.
Synthesizers.
Yeah,
synthesizers.
you have like 30 instruments or something.
I have like 50.
50. Okay, wow.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's already a lot of venues that closed down even since like I moved here. You just don't ever know, man. It's just like so like terrifying to think that by the time this is over with, there could be no place for us to play, or like we'd have to wait for like a whole new slew of venues to open up, or have just like shows out in our units, or you know, it's just it's almost like kind of losing like a family reunion spot, you know, where you go every year, like meet your family up or whatever,
Yeah.
or you go to like have fun and stuff like that. You know, it's just kind of, we go there to perform and stuff, but you know, we always get there early, stay for all the bands, talk to all our friends, meet new friends, talk to the owner, you know, cultivate new like relationships and friendships. And you know, like there've been times I stayed at a venue till like 2 or 3 in the morning, just like talking to people, you know, learning more and just like, you know, like connecting and everything like that. And you know, you can't do that over like a live stream, or and it's just kind of terrifying to think that by the time it's all over, like that might not be, and we're gonna have to wait for something new to pop up or start something ourselves. So I mean, I just hope this is all over really soon.
At the end of the day, I don't think there will stop being shows as long as there's a scene. As long as there's a scene, like even if all the venues are closed, I know people who've done house parties, bridge shows, just gotta be willing to do stuff that's a little bit outside the box. Like I don't think like even though it's not a major venue like Civic Media Center, like they're just a library, not a library, they're a bookstore,
Yeah.
but they do shows. Shows will exist. I feel mostly bad just towards venue owners and people who have helped and done so much for the scene and are just really getting the short end of the stick right now. Because there's just, if like a high dive and stuff, man, you can do streams and it'll get attention for the bands. You can maybe make a little bit of money on ad revenue, but that just does not substitute the bread and butter of like beer sales and just admission. Like just night and day difference. And the amount of people just in the bar scene that have lost jobs, shut down, or just not entirely sure what to do is just, it sucks. It's terrible.
I just want to thank y'all for watching and listening to us like talk so much, because we do like to talk a lot. You know, we follow us on socials. Yeah, just thanks for taking the time to listen and check us out.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank